Beer, beers and beards?
Beers and beards.
Is that what we're doing right now?
That's what we're doing.
We're doing another beer review, and Nicole's back by popular demand.
Hello, YouTube world.
Hello, you.
Hello.
I like how you're coining your own little like sayings now. She's gonna. I'm not gonna. I'm doing. I retire. I'm done. After this,
I'll have to grow a beard.
she has to.
Is
She,
what's gonna have to happen.
she's like gonna be in the circus now because she's gonna be the bearded lady.
Okay.
Anyway, we're gonna talk about the beer.
We're gonna talk about the beer this review.
And this is Beers and Beards with Matt and Nicole.
And Nicole.
Yeah. And we're doing another special one. We're doing Cigar City from good old Florida up in Tampa, Florida. This is the Guava Grove.
Guava Grove.
A malt beverage brewed with what?
Guava.
Guava, not guava.
Guava.
Well, they probably call it guava down here in South
Yes.
Florida, where we're from. And as you can see, we're filming outside today because it's such a lovely day.
Tropical lush day.
Tropical lush day and hot as balls.
For those of you who don't know and aren't familiar, guava is a tropical fruit that is found, I believe it grows here in Florida and all over South America. I'm just making this as I go along.
What color
but
is it?
It's a green fruit that has a pink interior. It's kind of sour. Actually, one lady who doesn't like it that I know describes it as smelling like cat piss.
Take a whiff of that.
Fruity. I don't think
It
it
smells like
cat
wine.
piss.
It smells like wine to me.
It says a malt beverage.
It
Are we
is-
drinking
it-
a malt beverage?
It
or are
says
we
malt.
drinking
It says a
beer?
malt beverage.
Okay. So
And this malt beverage is 8.5% alcohol by volume. What color do you think this is going to be? I'm pouring yours
I'm
first.
hoping it's going to be a light.
Oh, look at it. It's kind of light, right?
This is, I'm assuming, their summer special.
It has to
brew.
be their summer
That's
special.
good, honey.
That's,
Hey, it's
look at
pretty
that.
darker than I expected.
But yeah, but look at it. It's kind of like still cloudy. It's got kind of a lot of properties of like a wheat beer or a Hefeweizen. Very, very cloudy.
No
Can't
head
see
at
through it.
all.
No head at all. Very, very light on the head. Not very. Shouldn't be. I don't expect this to be very hoppy, at all. And it's so like pouring it out is incredibly. I'm trying to get some
It
head
smells
on
like
it here.
apple cider.
Yeah, it actually does. Kind of like a sour apple cider. Now I try to get a little more head. It's kind of got the properties of like a champagne type of fizz on it.
There's a little effervescent.
Yeah, it has that effervescent, right? So, yeah, it's got very much the properties of a champagne or a wine or something like that. So, cheers, honey.
Cheers.
Ooh, that was a good clink. Well,
I
me.
don't taste the fizz.
What's your initial on this?
I don't know. It's I don't mind it. I don't really get the guava flavor.
Me neither at all. It smells more like guava than tastes like guava. Very, very thick beer,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
Properties of like I said, a champagne.
It's actually a little more heavy than I would prefer in a summer ale.
Yeah, this is
or summer beer.
This is like almost like a cross between like a winter warmer to me and like a summer beer. Thick, kind of very, very alcoholic. I mean, it tastes like a wine. This is very much. I mean, it is a malt beverage.
So maybe we're reviewing it in a different. We're reviewing it with beer goggles when we should be thinking of it as a malt beverage.
Yeah,
perhaps?
I think that's a fair estimate of it because it is way more like a malt beverage. Almost like if I was drinking like a 40 of something. I mean, if you were drinking a malt like a 40 of malt beverage, like an old English or like St. Ives or something like that.
It's a lot heartier than
Yeah.
I would want on a hot summer day.
Yeah, and it is a fruit beer also. You have to keep in mind it's a fruit malt liquor beer. So yeah, it is thick and it's got the smell of like of a fruit beer. However,
I don't mind it. I just don't think I could drink a lot of it.
very sour.
I think you probably just don't like guava.
Maybe not because it is sour. I mean, it is to me it's extremely sour.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't mind. To me, it's not overwhelmingly sour. I could drink it.
you can drink this. This
Yeah.
is tough. Sorry, this isn't doing it for me.
I don't know. I don't mind it. It's very cidery to me.
It's
Like,
cidery, but it's
that
super.
fresh first press cider where it's not
Yeah.
gone through any kind of filtering process. It's kind of, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't mind it.
It's very astringent to me. It's harsh. It's alcohol-y. It's pretty much everything I don't like in a beer.
Okay, let's
Is in
read the
this.
literature. Maybe we'll
Okay,
get a little more.
she'll read the literature and I'll drink.
Guava Grove is a Belgian-style ale that sees a secondary fermentation and extended aging on one of Tampa's favored fruits, guava. The complex flavors imparted by both the Belgian yeast strain and the guava are unlike anything you are likely to encounter in any other beers. So far, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
The flavor is a complex weave of banana, guava, and tropical fruit with hints of clove. I haven't really got any clove.
Well, I understand with the clove, because when you talk about a Belgian beer, for the most part, a lot of Belgian beers are based on their flavors on a lot of clove and coriander. And banana also. That's like kind of like the basis of like a Belgian beer.
This elegant beer pairs well with fresh fish, mussels, fresh tropical fruits, and earthy cheeses. It also makes a fine accompaniment to Guavaween festivities.
I can see that.
Guavaween festivities, little shout out to the Tampa folks who participate in the annual debauchery that is Guavaween.
I've never heard of guava. Oh, like Halloween, but it's Guavaween.
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 It's a festival that happens in Tampa every Halloween fall-ish, and it's compared to Mardi Gras.
But for Tampa people.
For Tampa people. Only went one time.
Yeah, did you participate in debauchery?
No. I
yeah.
saw debauchery happening, kind of kept my eyes down to the ground, and walked really fast. I don't know. I'm not...
I don't like it.
Okay.
I'm not a fan, honey. I'm sorry. And I don't say bad things about beer. I mean, I'm gonna drink it. I paid.
And usually, pretty much, Cigar City hasn't faltered
Not
as
yet.
of yet, but perhaps this is their first misstep.
I have not had a
For
bad.
Matt.
For me, I've had their Highlight IPA, which I really liked. I had the Humidor IPA, which is probably one of the best beers I've ever had in my life. It's a really complex beer. I've had the Scotch Ale, which I really liked a lot. It was almost like drinking like a dark chocolate malt. What else have I had by them?
I think that's it.
No, the Hanuapu, which is kind of like their
Hunapu.
Hunapu, which is like it's a really expensive beer. They only brew like maybe once or twice a year.
With Mayan chocolate and all kinds of
Yeah, like
different...
weird chilies and vanilla, all types of exotic ingredients. That was really good too. Heavy stout. It's like an imperial. I would probably call it an imperial stout. But this to me is just. I like Belgians usually, but when you mix this like malt fruitiness with the Belgian, I'm getting sour on sour, and it's like tropical fruits are sour.
Right. Guava is usually sour if you just eat it as a fruit. It is kind of sour.
So I guess I respect the making of this, and I respect how they kind of created and their mindset into it. I'm just not picking up those other flavors of it. Maybe I just burped a little bit. I got a little banana.
Banana burp.
Does that count for anything?